guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a first impressions wear test from these products that I have used today for this look. I do want to start off by saying thank you so much to Deck of Scarlet for sponsoring this video. Today I'm going to be using this palette that they sent me, and I actually did use it on my eyes today, and I want to go ahead and show you guys these amazing colors. So pigmented, so bomb. And then they also do come with 2 cream lip shades. So I wanted to give a huge shout out to them. Right now I'm going to read to you exactly what Deck of Scarlet is and how it works. So Deck of Scarlet is a makeup subscription where every 2 months you get a new makeup palette with all your products you need for a full face of makeup. You get it to the cost of less than one product you'd normally get at Sephora and other retailers. So I think that is really amazing. You get this whole palette with different shadows, you get contours, you get highlighters, you get lippies, you get an eyeliner. I absolutely love that about this. So I actually want to show you exactly how it came. So this is the box that it comes in. I love how chic and black it is. This is my type of style right here. And then once you open it, you have the palette and you also get a liner in it, which is amazing. And it also says right here you can win a free 1 free year of subscription if you follow them on Instagram. Here's the package that it came in. Super cute. I love how it's like black and white, and then it has that pink right there. And then on the back it tells you like the style of this palette. It tells you about the eyeshadows, the lip creams, and even the highlighters. And this is a go fierce, go bold, go dark, just go. So I really like that. And then you take this off, and then again you have the palette. So I am going to be using this palette in this video. And again, thank you for Deck of Scarlet for sponsoring this video. And don't forget, if you guys haven't already, to subscribe if you haven't. I right now am not at 100K. Pretty sure today, since you're watching this, I have 100K. So right now I'm 99,500 something. So thank you guys for supporting. Love you guys. But don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up at the end if you like it. And so if you guys would like to see how I achieved this first impressions look, then keep on watching. I'm going to start prepping my skin. So today I'm going to be using this new Origins Original Skin Pore Perfecting Cooling Primer. Look at how, so I'm gonna go ahead and shake this primer a little. And this is a pore perfecting cooling primer with willow herb. And we're gonna see how this works today. So it says to squirt. It says to, oh, okay. Oh wow. Okay. It is cooling. Wow, it is very cooling. Oh boy. So I actually kind of like this. I wonder if I put too much though. Wow, it smells really refreshing. I really like that cooling sensation. Wow. Very moisturizing. It's giving me that little bit of a tacky feeling, so that's good. That's always good because you want your makeup to stay on. And don't forget your eyelids. You do want to prime your eyelids if you are doing shadows. Now that the primer is on my face and ready and set for my foundation application, I'm going to go in with the new NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. This packaging is to die for. And I'm going in the shade Barcelona. So hopefully this is going to match me pretty well. So I'm just going to squirt a couple drops, about that much, on the back of my hand. And I'm just going to rub it in to the back of my hand. And then go ahead and start applying it with my finger. And then today I'm going to be using my Real Techniques beauty sponge. My sponges are all beat up. The coverage seems to be pretty well, although I do feel it's a little bit light. So what I'm gonna have to do is mix some of my Fenty Beauty foundation in with it, just because, like I told you guys before, I would like my foundation to be a little darker than it would be light. So I'm just gonna mix that in as well. It's pretty good coverage. Like, just looking at it, it's pretty great coverage, as you guys can see. Like, okay. Now, before I did try a NARS foundation, and it was just the NARS Radiant Foundation, the one before this. I think it was called the same thing, or it was just NARS Sheer Glow. There we go, that's what it was. And I got it in the shade Tahoe, in the shade Tahoe, and that one just really oxidized and made me look like a Oompa Loompa. But that was in the summertime, so I thought maybe that would have been my shade, but I guess not. It was still a little too orange. I wouldn't even say it was dark, it was just orange. So now onto concealer. I'm going to be using the NARS Radiant Concealer, and I've never used this concealer. I've always heard so many good things about this. It's just that I've never wanted to spend $32 on a concealer. On one concealer. I barely want to spend, what is it, $24 or $26 on Tarte Shape Tape. And I don't even want to give them any more of my money just because of that foundation that they just came out with. Like, I don't even think my color was in that whole range of shades that they dropped. So, very disappointed in that. Like, I don't even want to mention Tarte anymore, but I love their concealer. But today, the shade I'm going to be using is in the shade Light 2.6, and it is called Cafe con Leche. I'm actually pretty excited for this concealer just because people rave so much about it. And I really liked this shade when I was picking it out because it was so yellow, and I love a yellow concealer. I feel like yellow, just for one, it's like brightening, and two, it's just like, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to get at, but I just love yellow. And of course, I'm going to let this sit on my face just for a little bit so it can be more full coverage. I don't really know how full coverage it is, but I don't even want to really test it because with all my concealers, I want them to be full coverage. So I do like for them to dry down just a little bit. Okay, so now that the concealer has been sitting on my face for a little bit, I'm going to take my Real Technique sponge. And I really like this sponge for blending out my concealers just because of the shape of the sponge. So let's see how this concealer works and if it's all, you know, up to the height. Isn't as full as I would want it to be, and I did let it sit, so I don't know. So this concealer isn't giving me like that wow factor, like wow, I love this concealer. Like, it's just not. So I think I'm gonna go in with a little bit more. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and blend this concealer in now and see, you know, if it is a little bit buildable. So I switched back to my phone just because my camera is getting hot and it needs to be charged. I thought it was charging, but it wasn't charging, and I actually had plans today, so I need to really get this video done. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish blending in my concealer like I was doing. And like I was saying, this concealer is very skin-like, very radiant. Like, it does, the yellow undertone really makes me look so much more awake. But before we do jump in, I am going to go ahead and do my brows off camera just because I just don't want this video to be super long, and then I'll be back to finish everything. So my brows are done, so I went ahead and put a little bit of concealer on my lid so I can go ahead and conceal my eyelids. And I'm going to take the same sponge I've been using, but actually I need to go ahead and wet this a little just because it has been drying since I haven't been using it. So I am going to go in with this Evian facial spray, and this is just water. So just gonna spray it on there like so. And then we're just gonna go ahead and blend this concealer into my lid. And I did go ahead and clean up my brow with the same NARS concealer. For today's powder, I'm going to be using the Revolution Banana Powder. And I'm just gonna dump some on the back of this and get some powder out because it comes out really slow. So just gonna take some of this powder and go ahead and set. And I'm not gonna bake, I'm just really pressing it into my skin. And I'm really liking this powder because I love, like you guys, I told you guys I love yellows and I love a yellow undertone, and this just goes perfectly. And I do like to kind of take it and go above my brows too, because I tend to get like shiny and oily right above my brows. Can't forget these smile lines. Okay, so now that this has been sitting on my smile lines for a little bit, I can go ahead and just really tap this powder into my skin. And I like to do tapping motions just so it really can be pressed into my skin. Also, quick, do you like the quality of me using my phone, which I'm using right now, or do you like what I was using in the beginning, my camera? Now, the only thing about my phone is, as you can see, it doesn't show products very well, especially like white products, things like that. So let me know down in the comments below if you like me using my phone better or my camera. Okay, so now I need to go in and start warming up my face. So today I'm going to be using this Pro Fusion contouring palette. This is what these shades look like on the inside. I'm going to be using this darkest shade right here, or sorry, the darkest shade right here, and that's in the shade Deep Contour. And I'm going to be taking my favorite contouring brush. It's dirty. It is the Morphe M530 brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and tap that into the contouring palette and really just start warming up my face. Ooh, I'm liking this shade. Ooh, and it's blending in very nicely. Make this forehead look a little smaller. Looking very warm now. Ooh, yes, cheekbones come through. Now I'm going to take this BH Cosmetics and dip right back into this contouring palette and go ahead and start contouring my nose. Shade is so pigmented. Oh my goodness. Wow. I'm shook. Now I'm going to go on to blush, and I'm going to be using this Tarte palette right here, and I'm going to be using this shade right here for my blush. And doesn't have I think it came with like a sheet over it with the names, but I don't have it anymore, so super sorry about that. I'm just going to take a little bit of that blush and really just make my cheeks look bright. So now that my blush is on, my contour is on, I want to go ahead and clean up just a little bit. So I'm just going to take my sponge like I normally always do and just really clean up any harsh or uneven lines, because I'm horrible at blending contour for some reason. So now I am going to go in with my Ready Set Radiant, yes, by Tarte. I'm just gonna spray this on my face. Just so everything can be set together. I don't know how much I need. Never used this one. So it smells very like minty-ish, fruity, citrus, all in one. So I really am loving how my skin is looking, you guys. It is looking so like butter, and I love it. From the looks and the feels of this setting spray or mist, it leaves my skin very dewy, very radiant looking. We're just going for that radiant look, you know. Okay, so now for my eyes, I'm going to be using two palettes, and of course I'm going to be using this Deck of Scarlet palette. You want to get like a transition shade, so I'm going to go back in with this contouring palette that I use to contour my face, and I'm just going to take the medium contouring shade, this shade right here, and use that as like my transition shade. So now that my transition shade is on, I'm going to go in with the Deck of Scarlet palette now. So what I'm going to be doing is taking a little bit of Stellar, and I'm going to work that on the outer corner of my lid. I really like how it has a mirror in here. Like, all palettes need to have a mirror. And I'm just working that lightly on the outer edge of my lid. This color is very pigmented, and it blends in very, very smoothly. No patching, nothing. I'm really liking this like plum color. It really goes well with this transition shade I put in. Wow, I'm really digging it, y'all. Ahead and wiped off my crusty foundation on my lips. Now we are going to kind of smoke out the bottom lash line. The bottom lash line, I'm going to be mixing both of these colors actually. So it kind of gives me like that two-toned effect, which I'm really feeling. So I need to go ahead and start on my mascara and lashes. So I'm just going to be taking my eyelash curler to curl my lashes. I'm like blown at how good my skin looks right now. I can't even get over this. Now for mascara, I'm going to be going in with this Essence, the False Lashes mascara. It looks like a glue bottle. Reminds me of like elementary school. And this is what the wand looks like. I haven't used a wand like this before, I don't believe. So let's see how this goes on. Wow, this mascara made my lashes long. Wow, these mascaras I've been using lately have been pretty darn good. Okay, so now that the top mascara is on, I'm going to be going in with the Soy Essential lashes again. Let's try that again. I'm going to be going in with these lashes. Now, they aren't a first impression because I have used these already. I just don't have a lash that I haven't used that I could use in this video, so I'm so sorry about that. So I'm gonna go pop these bad boys on and then I'll be right back. Okay, so now we are back. Lashes are on. I did go ahead and put on my bottom mascara because I just don't want this video to be crazy long. So now we need to go on to highlighting. And I'm going to be taking, again, you can't see because of me using my phone. There you go, you can see it just a little bit. But I'm going to be using this Pure Cosmetics palette. I'm going one more time, and I'm going to be going in with the shade right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and wet my brush with the spray, the Ready Set Radiant spray. And I'm just gonna tap it on in there. Whew, my gosh. Oh my, that is beautiful. That is so beautiful, you guys. Oh, Pure, come through, come through. Hello. New fave highlight alert, maybe? And then I'm gonna do the same for the bridge of my nose. Wow, this highlight is gleaming. I look wet. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna just do a little up here just for some extra glow. I'm just like shook by this highlight. Like, Pure did it with this. So for the first lippy I'm going to be going in with is this ColourPop Lippy Stick, and this is in the shade Cookie. And I'm really going to be using this shade to kind of like really line my lips. Oh my, lips are dry. Goodness gracious, I need to go in with some Carmex. Give them some moisture. So now I'm going to go ahead and use the I Love Sarai and ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip, and this is in the shade Curvy. So everything is now done with this look. I'm gonna go ahead and go put clothes on because I am going somewhere, and then I'm gonna kind of do a quick little short ending on how I liked these products. I wanted to come up here before I ended the video and let you guys know about how I'm feeling about these products since me getting dressed and it sitting on my face for a little bit. I think I am obsessed with the concealer for sure. I love the yellow undertone, and the foundation, I'm absolutely obsessed. Okay, I'm going to be seeing how this foundation lasts throughout the day. Actually, I think I might do like a wear test. I'm going out today and I might be gone for like a couple of hours. Maybe like I'll do like a 6-hour wear test. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And then I will let you guys know how I feel about these products. So I'm gonna go out and do my errands today, and then I'll be back to let you guys know how this foundation lasted throughout the day. All right, you guys, so right now I am back to show you guys how this makeup lasted. So right now it is, hold on, can't let y'all see my messages and stuff. But right now it is 10:24 at night. And this is what my makeup looks like. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in and look. So as you guys can see, my under eye area, the mascara has come down to the bottom of my lid. I'm not liking that. Like, my dark circles are starting to come through a little bit, and I'm just not liking that. Like, on camera you can't really see the mascara that much down under my eyes, but you can see it is a little dark, and I'm not about that. When you are kind of dewy and wet under the eye area, your mascara tends to transfer, and I do not like that at all. Like, I've pretty much been walking around like this all day because it started like as soon as I like stepped outside, I feel like, because it was really humid outside too, and that makes you a lot more prone and more sweatier. So the makeup didn't really separate or anything. It just, I think it might be the Revolution banana powder not really setting in the foundation and not really locking it in throughout the day, because I feel like my Maybelline Fit Me powder, I've had this makeup on since a good like 8 hours. I've had this makeup on, and you guys can see that it does look a little bit oily. Today has been raining. It's been super humid outside, as you guys can see by my hair, and this right here is just really showing on camera how oily it is, and I'm not even really an oily type of girl. I do get oily on my forehead, I will say that, but I'm not that oily. So the concealer, now the NARS concealer, I really like the color of it, but my dark circles are starting to come through, so I'm not sure if it's the dark circles or it's just the mascara starting to come through and me kind of like doing this all day throughout, because the mascara was just coming down. Like, it looks a hot mess right now. So, I don't know, I'm gonna give this another try and try it with my Maybelline Fit Me powder. But I really do want to like this because I love the color and I loved how it looked in the beginning of my makeup. Like, I absolutely loved it. And this foundation I'm loving as well, and I really like the combination put together. But I think that next time I do these foundations, next time I do this, I'm going to use a matte primer or a matte setting spray. But other than that, I'm gonna give these NARS products another try. But before I do get off of this video, you guys, your girl has reached 100K. I'm at 100K, and thank you to all of you guys. I love you guys so much, and thank you for supporting me. This is literally amazing. I'm truly blessed. Like, so much is in store for me 2018. I can't wait for it, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. So thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on all my social medias, which will be listed down in the description below, as well as the products. But I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.